Hey everyone, welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. I'm going to do a general reading for the collective. Today it's 11/22, November 22nd. You're probably going to see this video maybe on the 23rd or 24th because I'm traveling and the upload speed is extremely slow. But I wanted to do a reading for today. 11 is my favorite number, 22 is another great number, and I just feel like maybe there's some message that needs to come through for the collective. We've got the ocean behind me, the pool is here, so there's a lot of water, a lot of energy. You're gonna hear all kinds of really interesting birds and frogs and crickets. I'm gonna try to keep my voice down because there are neighbors and my voice tends to travel. So, okay. Maybe we disturbed that bird trying to sleep, who knows. Okay, let's take a look here. November 22nd, 11/22. It's my favorite number is 11. Let's take a look. What's the message for the collective? What's the collective message today? What's the message for the collective? Whoever needs to hear this message, I hope you guys are all doing well. Whenever you find this video, like I said, it will not be out on the 22nd, unfortunately. And it's kind of late at night, so. Two of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Oh, that's a little rough. The Fool. Definitely new connections forming here. It's interesting, I've been thinking about this all day today with the 11 and the 22 and like the pairing, you know, the 11 alignment, 1-1-2-2. This could be partnership for some of you, something that actually contributes to a new beginning for you with the Fool card. There could be some of you that are taking leaps of faith into new partnerships. Yeah, my gosh, the Hierophant, commitments, faith with the Strength card. It's very, this is definitely somebody who has, or an energy of feeling very confident with the Strength card, the Hierophant. What I like about that, it's also just a confidence in that Fool energy of taking a leap of faith without feeling fearful, knowing that life or maybe a person, connection, partnership is going to be supportive with that Six of Pentacles. It seems like you're going to be provided for in a way, supported in some way. It may be testing your faith with the Strength and the Hierophant. Maybe this is testing your abilities to stay committal, stay on the path that you are on right now, that you're being, again, there's Two of Cups. I want to just take a look at that because some of you might be connecting in a new connection, like connecting with a new person. Let's take a look at that. Two of Cups. What is this? 11/22. Two of Swords. And the Sun. Wow. Some of you could be connecting with a Leo. You have strong Leo here, Strength and Sun, along with the Hierophant. Two of Swords feels like this may have been something you didn't see coming. It may be something that you didn't even have a choice. You know, you may have thought it wasn't because the Fool card, you were just doing your thing, living your life, not knowing what was going to happen when, you know, it's interesting, like I'm traveling right now and just going for a walk on the beach and just like had interesting conversation with somebody who was fishing. You know, you just don't know, not that there was a connection or anything like that, not at all, but it's just interesting that you just don't know with this Two of Swords, like something that kind of catches you off guard where you weren't deciding anything, you weren't, and you didn't realize here the Sun card. It's like this is someone that's it's like they're blindfolded in this image here. They don't see, they can't make clarity of something. And it feels like somebody or a connection here for some of you is bringing a lot of new beginnings, a lot of clarity into your life, maybe clarity of what you were looking for. You know, you could have been sort of saying like, how am I supposed to find this? What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? You know, how is this supposed to happen? And it's like the sun shines and it could be blinding, but in a very positive way. I feel like, again, 11/22, it's very much one of the reasons I love number 11 is because it is about alignment. It's sort of, and it could be with the 22, the pairing of something, the alignment with another alignment, two alignments coming together, pairing, and you have the Two of Cups. The Two of Swords with the Sun card is like, you don't have to do anything. There's no decision to make. The Sun provides, it shows up. Someone or something shows up for you in a way with the Six of Pentacles to support, to be reciprocal in a way. And it's testing you in a sense. For some of you, this could test you about around commitment. Why? I'm going to question that Two of Swords. Why did that come out? Why was the Two of Swords? Now, I think the Sun is definitely opening up a new thing. It came out for the Eight of Wands. It's around communication, Eight of Wands, and to move you forward in your path. So some of you may have been sitting in an undecisive energy, not knowing or not, you know, what, again, that whole questioning of how you're going to proceed or where you're going to find this. It could be a person, a situation, an experience. It could be something that you're sort of like not taking that leap of faith, not jumping into that full energy and just sitting in a stagnant mode. And I think I have noticed a little bit lately, maybe it's just my circle, where people have been feeling very heavy and like stagnation setting in. You know, they try to move forward and they can't, or people are sort of, they attempt to take a step or leap into something and then they retract. So the Two of Swords with the Eight of Wands, again, communication, that it's very quick. Something here happens very quick for you. Potentially that was today. I don't know. Tell me about this Hierophant with the Strength card. We've got Leo and Taurus. I love the crickets, guys. Can you hear that? Like, there's so many frogs and crickets. Today, I did get a video. You guys know I have my bird video in my short, right? Had a once-in-a-lifetime experience with that cardinal, and I had a lizard on my hand today. I took a video. I was able to. I didn't put it out, but anyways, it was kind of cool. Eight of Pentacles. This is going to require you why the Five of Cups? Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Something is testing your level of strength and commitment. For some of you, this is partnership within work, okay? There's something here that's saying, you know, if you're willing, it's kind of like saying the test here is to align yourself or to maybe pair with someone or something that is to get you on your path, to align you in something, is going to require you to study, to do the work so that you don't later down the road have regrets, end up with a bunch of burdens, end up with a bunch of it's regrets. 5 of Cups, it's like, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. I wish I did something back then so I was prepared now. I wish. So there's a little bit of an energy here about do the work that you need to do in your life. It doesn't even have to be around a job. It's around your life. Do the work, as they say, and it could be the spiritual work, the Hierophant. Do the work that you require so that you can remove the burdens, the grief, the regrets, the things in life that you're no longer needing to carry around with you, that stagnant energy. And sometimes there are people with that Hierophant 2 of Cups. I feel like there are people who are coming into your life to teach you valuable lessons, to teach you something, to help you to move on, 8 of Wands, to move you forward. But it instigates you wanting to take part in doing, taking part in your life, taking part in what you have to do, your actions, the work that you're doing for yourself. Because some of you may still be, let's say it is a relationship, for instance, and you by fluke, or there's no flukes, it's like by unexpected colliding, you meet somebody or you connect with somebody, and you're still carrying around all the baggage of your past, or you're still carrying around things that don't serve a healthy relationship. Have you processed this? Have you done the work? Because if you've met a good match, let's say, or the right partner, it's like, are you ready? Because this person is showing up. I feel like this person is showing up with the Sun, strong Leo energy, showing up in their warmth, in their 6 of Pentacles, their willingness to give, to contribute, to show up for you. Why? Because they're showing up for themselves. They're not going to hang on to these old burdens or, whatever. Some of you, there could be a little bit of feeling sorry for oneself, or, second guessing yourself. 2 of Swords could be sort of saying, like, what does this person see in me? Or what does this person want from me? Or, questioning something. And I think that this connection or partnership is here to shine light on your path to move you forward. But it is going to test your commitment. It's going to test your, are you actually willing to show up? So many people, being a reader, a lot of readings are around relationships. It's just the reality of people's lives. And unfortunately, a lot of people are either, still dwelling on the past, maybe dealing with exes, not having dealt with certain personal growth things that are affecting their current relationships, so there's something here about this. I think it's the spiritual work, the Hierophant with the 8 of Pentacles, studying oneself, studying your spiritual path, learning, understanding yourself, the Strength card, gaining your confidence, gaining a sense of strength to sort of be willing to face the challenges in your life that come forward. Because even in ideal situations, even in perfect little situations, it still is you're going to have opposition, you're going to have things to tend to, you're going to have challenges, you're going to have, life, connections, people. We're complicated. So it's going to involve being able to communicate. 8 of Wands, not the 2 of Swords, not knowing what to do or not knowing oneself in order to process or make decisions. So there's something here that, it's like this 2 of Cups, these two people are facing one another, eye to eye, conversations. They're not avoiding one another. They're looking at the eyes. They're focusing on like soul connection. You can see a lot through someone's eyes. This 2 of Swords is keeping their blindfold on. It's like, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. It's like, this is sort of like, I don't know the connection. Maybe someone doesn't see a connection even when it's in front of them. So it's interesting. The nice thing here is that there is a new beginning. Absolutely, the Fool card, the Sun card, Aries and Leo. A lot of fire here. You also have Taurus. What's the healing advice, or what's the around these burdens, the grief, the sadness? Some of you, again, give yourself, some grace. Give yourself a chance if you're doing processing. Some of you could be saying, I don't know if I'm ready for a connection. I'm processing, or I'm doing a little bit of repairs. I'm doing some things here that require work. There's something here, but I just want to see what this is. I feel like it's honesty. Honesty always pays off. I believe. But let's just see. Oof. 9 of Wands. Don't give up. 9 of Wands. Some of you have sort of dropped to your knees in a sense. You've got all these cards here with a bent knee. The Moon. This is where I am not making this up. I should speak my mind more. I was going to be like, it's the Moon or the High Priestess. Because this is secrets. This can be avoiding telling the truth. And when I said the word honesty, I should have said this, but I don't want to. Anyways, the Moon. The Moon is about revealing our truth, revealing what we're going through, admitting or sharing and showing. See, the reciprocation of the Six of Pentacles is like, hey, these are the things I'm working through. These are the struggles I have. These are some of the regrets maybe I have, but I'm working through it. And I'm willing to reveal the emotional difficulty that some of you may be going through. But if you're doing the work, then you're halfway there. You've stepped into it, the Fool. You've taken the first step. You're not just burying it under the rug and leaving it and building up a bunch of more heavy baggage or grief and not dealing with your emotions. So the thing is it's saying here with the 9 of Wands, don't give up, especially through times of maybe some fears or insecurities. But the Moon is going to reveal the secrets, the unknown. It's going to show the truth. There's the World, the bottom of the deck. Okay, this is something that you're closing out a cycle. The nice thing is that you have a card of reciprocation and support. So I feel like if you're willing to do the work, then you're going to have somebody who's maybe a little bit more supportive, cooperative, sort of patience. There's something around that. Pisces energy, very intuitive. What's the overall? I'm going to close the reading off. What's the closing off here? The Queen of Wands. Okay, so action-oriented. Somebody who's really going to step into doing something about, it's like that indecisive energy, or not making a decision, or just staying lost, staying in the dark kind of thing, is like you're going to come into the light. This is coming out of the darkness. The Moon and the Sun. This is revealing the truth. This is exposing the truth. I think the Queen of Wands is kind of saying, when she sets her mind to do something, she follows through. There's having that passion again, getting into living and enjoying your path, your life. The fact that maybe some of you have had this connection or partnership or some kind of, like, things happen for a reason. Sometimes you meet people, just for 5-10 minutes on the beach to just learn something, and then you just have a nice day and take care. There's little things that people teach us, show us, share with us. The Queen of Wands. Confidence, passion. going after what you want. Because these wands here are not useful. In the 10 and 9, it's like they're burdens. They're not you know, benefiting somebody because they're more of a weight versus something that's more of a useful tool. Whereas her wand is a useful, like a magic wand, you know, it's useful. It's got purpose. 2020 on the clock. Okay. You have Leo. Yeah, I like this sun and moon. It's revealing, it's exposing the truth. It's bringing it to the light where it needs to be, right? It's something that needs to be brought to the light. Some of the lessons or the things that this communication or person may be showing up for you or within each other is to bring you more to the light, to bring you to that new energy, that new beginning. There's something about getting you off onto a good start or sort of leapfrogging you forward kind of thing. Again, there's a test of your commitments. There's something here that's testing your will, your strength, your confidence, and saying like, you know, I'm committed, even though you're going through some fears, even though you're going through difficulties, even though you're going through struggles, you're committed. You're staying the course. You're committed to a task, and you're saying, it's kind of like whatever it takes, fake it till you make it kind of thing. Whatever it takes to stay committed on a path that's going to bring a lot more happiness to you. And I think that's part of, for me anyways, the reflection I had today. I was gonna read at 11:20 too. Like I was gonna start, but I needed some sleep. I needed some rest this morning. I wasn't ready. So it's nighttime now, and I feel like what I was reflecting on is like alignment, pairs, partnerships perhaps, which showed up. So interesting. I guess you guys will show or share in the comments if you've met somebody who is a part of your alignment, a part of your path, who's showing up to teach you something for sure. There's some valuable lessons here and I think don't underestimate that your lessons are valuable too, even if you are going through very difficult things. I think the thing is that some people feel that when they're carrying around a lot of baggage or burdens or difficulties or shame or embarrassment or insecurities, whatever, they don't feel valuable. They don't feel that what would somebody want out of maybe what they feel as being broken or a work in progress. But there's a lot of lessons in that. If that person is confident in themselves, if that person knows who they are, if they're steady and grounded, they can just observe. They can observe what you're going through, shed some light on it. You're the one that's going to do the work, but you can actually teach them lessons because maybe you're also testing them on their level of commitments. So there's something there that, there could be a lot of value in someone else's difficulties or trials and tribulations. There's definitely a lot of, heavy, burdensome energy here that someone's trying to work through, but don't give up. That's the thing. Don't give up. Even through your fears, set your fears aside and stay the course. Know that there's going to be a finish line here. 9 of Wands. Okay? Queen of Wands. She's determined to get to the finish line. She's determined to get the job done. She's determined to grow her confidence. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, everybody, for always hitting the like, share, subscribe, leaving your comments. I appreciate the donations and tips. Thank you very much. And happy November 22nd, 11/22. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you soon. Take care.